Chapter 22. The Psychological War. The late 2000s felt different. The world itself seemed to be shifting under an invisible weight, as if the collective psyche of humanity was under siege. News headlines carried the rhythm of unease, wars dragging on without resolution, economies teetering, new fears rising. Barack Obama's election in 2008 was heralded by some as a new dawn, yet beneath the hope lay the same machinery grinding forward, unseen hands steering events. Then came the swine flu, the first real taste of what many whispered could be the beginning of biological warfare. The media drove fear into every home, while pharmaceutical giants moved in step, feeding on the anxiety. It wasn't only about a virus, it was about control. The narrative was carefully sculpted, reminding me of what the Allies had warned. The greatest battles would not be fought on open fields, but within the minds of people. Everywhere I looked, psychological warfare was at play. Fear campaigns, economic manipulations, cultural divisions, all of it designed to weaken humanity's spirit. The opponent thrived in confusion and despair, reshaping reality not with bombs alone, but with perception itself. It became clearer than ever that the true war was invisible, waged in thoughts, beliefs, and emotions. Yet even as I witnessed the world unravel in this way, I was unraveling within myself. Years of being a paramedic had left their mark. I had seen too much pain, too many moments where life slipped away despite my best efforts. Burnout crept in like a shadow I couldn't shake. My body was exhausted, my mind frayed. The uniform I once wore with pride had become a burden, and I knew I couldn't carry it any longer. At the same time, my marriage fractured under the weight of it all. The life I had tried to build on the surface, the illusion of stability, was coming apart. It was as though the external war mirrored my own internal collapse. I had given so much of myself to service, to secrecy, to holding the pieces together, that there was little left for the man I was supposed to be at home. So I let it go. I stepped away from the career that had defined me for so long. I released the marriage that no longer held, and in the quiet that followed, I felt both empty and strangely free. But I needed distance. The walls of my life had closed in, and the psychological war wasn't only out there, it was inside me. The stress, the memories, the weight of both lives I lived were crushing me. So I left. I traveled overseas, seeking space, seeking clarity. Somewhere beyond the familiar, I hoped I could breathe again, even if only for a little while. Looking back, this was one of the most pivotal turning points. For the first time, I wasn't just fighting the external battle. I was facing the war within myself. And in that confrontation, I began to understand that survival wasn't only about strength. It was about finding the will to rise when everything seemed designed to break you.